outside of Baltimore and Annapolis Boulevard. In the Ferndale area. Northeast High School is right down this way somewhere. The produce stand off of B&A Blvd is down that way. The house is kind of nice. It's set back. It's not completely on the road. And you have to see what the property lines are, but I think this might all be part of the property, which is kind of nice. You have a lot of land. And for parking, it's off the street. You kind of pull up, and then there's a little cul-de-sac behind the screen porch. I would guess that you'd want to plan on replacing the roof, because a lot of the shingles in the back, they are kind of peeling up. And I don't really know what these little holes are around the bottom, but clearly the house needs some parging. The front steps. It has asbestos shingles, or not siding, asbestos siding. So like I said, big yard. I wonder what this is though. Is this an old well? I'm not too sure. But it is private too. As you can see here, like when the weather's still nice, the trees kind of hide the neighbor's yard that backs to this property. That white spot right there is a house. So the house itself is pretty small, but if you include the basement, I guess that's good. The basement's wet, and there's a lot of mold, so I'm gonna try and be in and out of that basement pretty quick. When I measured the ceiling height to the finished ceiling in the basement, it was 6 feet, 6.8. So just so 6 feet and 4 fits. But you can see there's discoloration. I guess the part of the roof that I think is bad is right around here. Looking at these shingles. The gutters seem okay. And here's the nice parking I mentioned. So you can come up and turn around over here, park and turn around pretty easily. There's a big hill, which would be a negative, but I don't know, it's kind of private. And the neighbor fenced out their part of the yard. So here's the porch. There's a lot of concrete poured. That's all concrete underneath. It looks like there was wood posts, and then they put concrete over all of it. And I can't really see what the flat roof looks like above the porch. Here's the meter, which looks okay, I guess. The wires don't look too worn. A nice concrete pad for a porch. Old wooden windows. And then the side entrance here opens up into the kitchen. So I feel like in a lot of these other Cape Cod homes we go in, this would be like the dining room. Well, there's like a living room, dining room combo, but I guess what I'm trying to say is there's usually bedrooms over on one side of the Cape Cod, but in this house there are none. the main level, it's more like a colonial style where the main level is all living space. There's wallpaper, and the walls are pretty rough. Or there isn't wallpaper. Textured ceilings with some cracking drywall. As you can see, well, even looking at the kitchen and the floors, where the light's shining right now, it does look like a low spot to me. Looks like it gets a little bit higher over here towards the door, and then it gets a little bit higher this way. Also, it's almost like this was an addition. You see this transition here where the vents are? When I get into the living room area and you see those vents, there's definitely, you could feel a change in the flooring, like it dips down more, like it was a transition. So it's a little bit lower here in the hallway in the back part of the house, and the front part of the house is slightly higher, probably less than 1 inch. The windows look like they are updated vinyl, however I didn't test the windows. There's storm windows on the other side. I left the front door open because this is a first. The previous owners literally attached part of the wall to the front door because I guess they really wanted this archway. So that's something different. Made that little custom cutout too, diamond cutout. But as you can see, there's lots of textured walls. Just closing the door. This is paneling that, as you can see, is coming off. So this is the living room space. You can see it's kind of like a dining room back there. So living room, dining room. I feel like what the owners probably did was they took out the 1 bedroom and made it into more living space. A lot of the outlets haven't really been updated. They're still 2-prong. Got a marble threshold here, and the marble thresholds, whatever you call this, around the windows. And all 3 of the windows in here. And I guess this was originally a bedroom, because as you can see, they have a closet framed out. And then they also did that custom archway for the linen closet right there. And then back here is the entrance to the basement and full bathroom. Kind of covered up half the window to put in that tub surround. And the walls here are smooth, it's just textured ceiling. With another little closet here. One thing I don't remember seeing, we'll have to keep our eyes peeled for in the basement, is the hot water heater. But there is a furnace. Before I go down there, I'm going to go upstairs. Here's where that transition is I was talking about, where these vents are. And you can see the ceiling's kind of cracking at the same area. It's like the center point of the house. These stairs are wide, however, the stairs themselves are very narrow. Like the width of the stair is very narrow. It's about like half of what it normally is. Here's my size 7 foot hanging out. And then up here there's just 2 bedrooms. See, there's some insulation blown in and some thin insulation. You know, it's probably like 1/3 of how thick it's supposed to be nowadays. What's actually there. I'm not sure if there's hardwood under these floors. It's pretty much all carpet. But there's 2 bedrooms here with good ceiling height that are about equal size. This one has some butterfly wallpaper. And then here's another one. Actually, this one's a little bit smaller, this bedroom. Got some cable lines. But again, good ceiling height. Okay, so I'm gonna try and not talk that much in the basement, like I said, because there's a lot of mold. And the floors when I walk are damp. So there's still moisture down there. I even saw on one of the light switches in the basement, it's like sweating. Thermostat, and again the old outlets. Okay. So the stairs here are pretty wide. I think the basement stairs are okay. But as you can see, there's mold all throughout the bottom. I can't really see what the foundation looks like because there's mostly walls. It's mostly finished. But you have this main area here. Unfinished area. What I could see here, this is just like, I guess, a closet space. Laundry area. What I could see here, the foundation looks good. Like these walls don't have any cracks in them. Here's the panel, electric panel. Looks like it's 200 amps. It might be updated too, but some of these wires look newer, some of them look kind of older. Central AC. And then that door goes around. I'm going to walk around the other way. Nice utility sink. The plumbing I'm not sure about. Looks like there's some updated PVC. I believe I'm under the kitchen here. I don't really see it. I guess this is a pipe for the kitchen sink. This black one. Okay. Kind of looks like a flex pipe. So here's another room. This is where I measured the ceiling height was 6.8. So almost 7 feet high. This is some new mold I've never seen before. Interesting. Kind of looks like milk. Milky colored. Ceiling height's a little bit low here, I think, because of the ductwork. So it might only be 6 feet here. And then there is a full bath. Rough-ins for a full bath and a closet. And then this is where I just was on the other side. Back into the washer dryer utility room. Get out of here. So that's pretty much it.